Good morning, everybody. How you guys doing? Oh, wait, I got to get it started. Holy shit. A $1,000 gold trade would have been about a $2,000 gold. Shit. Yeah, a $1,000 gold trade might have been a $2,000 gold trade if I had freaking held on to it. Morning, everybody. You guys can hear me and see me? I can see myself over here. Okay, good. I'm struggling today. I was really sick yesterday. That's why I didn't even start a live stream. And today I'm just a little bit loopy. Today I'm just a little bit loopy. I'm all right, but I feel really weak and sore and stuff. Thanks, Patch. All right, thanks for telling me that. Ooh-wee. So let me show you the gold trade I took this morning since we're waiting for things to kind of move. So here's gold right here. Yeah, I need to get well soon. I need to get well soon. Man, I got shit to do. I got to order 2 houses today. I got to go look at some property. I've got 5 building permits I'm trying to obtain by the end of this week. Today's freaking Thursday. Right? Today's Thursday, isn't it? Yeah, it is Thursday. 5 building permits I'm trying to get by the end of this week. And I got sick yesterday. I mean, I'm talking sick. I could hardly move. All right, so let's talk about my gold trades while we're waiting. Let me see here. Probably easy. Boy, there was a 1-minute gold line right here, but the candles are too big. See, we crossed right here, came down, back up, but these candles are too big. That's a 1-minute gold line right there. If this fucker would have consolidated up here instead of way the hell down here. Anyways, let me get my markers on here so I can see. There we go. All right. So this morning, I took 2 trades. I got in here. This was so let me just show, let's go right here. Okay. Let's just see what I'm looking at. Okay. So I got a huge W and even smaller W that set up off the prior day low. You guys know how I love those prior day lows, prior day highs. This is the first time we hit it. They rolled up, came straight back again. And I'm just going to ignore the box for right now. And I'm like, shit, if this thing W's, I'm going to freaking be so pissed. So I took the long right off there and it ran up. The problem was the 8:30 news happened, came back, spiked me out. I lost like $100 or so. But it was a beautiful run up. I mean, it was a nice run up right back to here, never broke this pivot. So that's a bad sign. Okay, so let's talk about that for a second. So remember, so let's just step by step. If I repeat things enough, you guys will start really catching on. So remember, I've always talked about when you're doing a W or an M, this right here, that area, which is your peak before your pullback and your run, that has to be broken. If it's not, if this pivot right here in this W is not broken, it's over. We're going the other way. If it's not broken on the run up. Okay. So keep that in mind while I'm going over the rest of this. It came up to it within a freaking tick or two and rolled over. So I got snapped out by this freaking 8:30 news candle. Anyways, and then this inside, so we came out of the box, and I was really expecting it to run back up. Okay, so with my little order tool, I had a long sitting here, but it never triggered. But it did start rolling down, and I said, "Son of a bitch, this is telling me right here going down. This not breaking this." And we're on top of the bottom of the box, and we had an inside candle right here. So I put an order for a short, and bam, there we are, $1,000. So this run up right here, 26 to 34. This one went $850 freaking dollars in my favor. And I got snapped out because of the 8:30 news. This came down, I got my $1,000. And there we are. Those are my two gold trades. Just nice, easy, smooth. I mean, look at this one. I just followed the back of the candles with my stop. And then bam, there's my target. So, does everybody kind of get that? I'm going to get rid of my markers. My markers just get so big, I can't see. I get rid of the markers, I can see better over here where my pivots are and stuff. What the hell did I just do? Oh, I know what I did. Hold on here. I got to put my template in there. Load. GC. There we go. Bam. There. All that stuff's gone. All right. Just bear with me today, guys. I'm moving slow. I don't feel good. So I might accidentally. Oh my God, look at oil. Oh my God, look at oil. Did anybody get that oil trade? So look we came up 2 times in a row. Look at this, 2 times in a row. Prior day close, crossed over, created a new, which happened to be not only Donchian high, but current day high, down to it, inside candle, boom, up to the top again. Remember we talked about the top ends up normally being your resistance area. Ran it right back down, and they're doing it again. 2 in a row. Yeah, true, Blue. I mean, and that's the thing. That's okay. So that's why, sometimes I get smart asses in this live stream, that get whatever. Well, we already know that or whatever. It's like, dude, I repeat these things because some people don't get it. And then it ultimately clicks. And then some people, even though it already clicks, they want reinforcement that they're seeing what I saw. It doesn't mean, by the way, in either case, if you see what I saw, that that the trade's going to work. It's just that you're identifying what rotations are happening and how to hopefully benefit from seeing those rotations. And that's the key. It's just knowing what the rotations are happening in the short term in whatever instrument you're trading, and then capitalizing on it from a rotation pivot spot, a place to defend. And once you start figuring that out and you build up, and trust me, some of this stuff I'm talking about, I struggled with for a long time until like now. The last thing in all of that is to allow, like I did with gold today, allow it to get you a big profit. Like I allowed it to make me $1,000 instead of getting all excited because I'm up $300 and closing it out. You know what I mean? Because that $1,000 makes that $100 loss, completely insignificant. You understand what I'm saying? And when your winners start making your losses insignificant, it makes it much easier to trade. Makes it much easier to trade. Because you don't have to be so anxious that the trade's going to work or not. And that, by the way, is when I finally found some peace of mind in trading. Is when I allowed my winners to not just be 2-to-1, but allow them to be like 3-to-1, 4-to-1, 5-to-1, depending on depending on what the market's showing you. Like, for example, going back to this oil. If I was in this trade right here, you guys know I would be very, very leery when we got to here. That's why I always say on your pivot pullbacks, you would prefer a significant amount of room from your entry to your pivot, because this is known to be resistance. There's a reason this rolled back from here. We don't know what it is necessarily. You got $500 in GC? Good job, Earl. Good job. So, so that's why, for example, if the moving average, for example, say we're doing a 1-minute gold line here. We weren't, but this is a prior day close. But if we were doing a 1-minute gold line, if that 1-minute gold line is way up and my entry is so close to this pivot, I prefer not to take it because I'm anticipating this, where there's no room to make my money, no room to defend my position. Anyways, excuse me. Not that any of you in here are oil traders or gold traders or whatnot. I'm just talking about these two instruments right now because the patterns repeat even on the equities. I mean, what happens in gold happens in freaking YM. What happens in CL happens in freaking NQ. I mean, like these patterns repeat because it's price action. It's just pure price action. No oscillators, no MACDs, no bullshit. Just where are the pivots rotating? Where are the rotation points? And by the way, oil is doing what I said. Just there it is. And why was it when I was here was I so confident it was going to do this? Because it left a footprint in the sand. This is the footprint. You got to understand the whole point of the manipulation. The whole point of the manipulation is to get you leaning one way, clean your stops out, then run it back. The only way the market makers can make money is from volatility, because they're certainly not making it from the fact that they're certainly not follow me. Hopefully this triggers you. They're certainly not making it because oil closed at $79.76 yesterday, and today it's $80. The fuckers aren't making any money knowing that. They're making money by moving it this way, like this, and being in here and out here and in here and out here and that kind of stuff. I mean, oil's up a whole 23 cents right now. Who the hell's supposed to make any money on that? Nobody. They're making money because they're moving it up and down multiple times. And if you get lucky, you'll pull a clump out of it, and then you'll have $800. Hoo-wee. Morning, trader Ronnie. Whew, man. I think gold is dead now for quite a while. Multiple reasons. We're below prior day low. We're outside the bottom of the box by quite a ways. So I don't anticipate seeing anything in gold for a while. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to watch the oil box form. Because this box is forming at the high. So once the 15 minutes is passed and that box is formed, I mean, I could see us catching something through the top. So anyways, I'm sweating, guys. Give me a second. I'm gonna have to grab a towel. I'm sweating. Hoo-wee. Because the contracts rolled over, Blue. I'm trading the September contract right there, my friend. Contract rolled over. So Ninja tells me when the contract rolls over, what they do is they track the volume between contracts. And when the volume switches from the 8 contract to the September contract, it's not a specific day, but when it does happen on that day, which, by the way, it did what I said right there. Look at that. Fuck, man. I mean, there's $500 there and over $500 right to there. That's $1,000. 2 back-to-back trades in freaking oil. Anyways, you're on September also? Do you have, let me look at something here. Let me look at something. Let me go to yesterday. You probably got your setting. Give me a second. Sorry. Oof, man. I'm struggling today. Sorry. You got 825? 80.25? Dude, we weren't even at 80.25 at all. We weren't even at 80.25 except at like 4 a.m. yesterday. According to my chart, we weren't even fucking there. We were there at 4 o'clock in the morning or somewhere around there. 4:17. Let's see here. 8:25. Yeah, like 4:16 in the morning. I don't know. I was starting to think maybe you had the 4 o'clock close instead of the 5 o'clock close. Because sometimes people have their settings wrong. And the market truly is a 23-hour market. It's not an 8-hour market or anything like that. It's a 23-hour market. Oof. God damn, I don't feel good. Sorry, guys. I'm just struggling a little bit here. I'm sweating. If I run away, Blue, read what Patriot says. Patriot trades oil, by the way. Patriot's my resident expert on oil. Patriot's my resident expert on oil. Dude, I can't afford to get rest. I can't. Did you not hear? I got 5 permits to have pulled by the end of this week, which I just don't even believe is going to happen. I truly don't believe. I was joking with my construction manager about that yesterday. Because, you know who I'm counting on to give me the freaking permits? The government. Anyways. Oh, let me get my oil chart over here. I reloaded my whole system this morning, Patriot, just in general. So, I mean, I don't know that any of that matters, but I just reloaded my whole system this morning. Because you guys remember, what was it, 2 days ago, my power crashed. I lost my power for like 3 hours. And I just never started everything back up again. Because yesterday I was just not feeling good. Today I feel I feel significantly better today than yesterday. I'm just sweating now. Now I'm just sweating. Whatever bug was in me or whatever seems to be sweating out right now. Good morning, Snow. Yeah, you could still have the wrong contract data to your left, Blue. I don't know. I'm just talking out loud. And the right contract data today. I'm just, you never know. Whoo-wee. I don't know if anybody took that long in the here. Probably not because of the red line. Probably not because of the red line. We did break several. We broke a couple down pivots, came up, created space, sat on top of the PriorDay open. I wouldn't have taken this trade, but Just because we're so close to the red line, I wouldn't have taken it. What I would prefer is the ES now to roll over on the backside of this red line and test the prior day open and go up. That's what I would prefer. Whoo-wee. That's what I would prefer right now. I would like to, that would actually make a very nice setup. In my world, we just broke this down pivot right here. The ES rolling to here and then going long would be a beautiful pre-market setup, but it's probably going to take way too long to get there, and we're going to be close to the open. So, but we'll see. I'll keep an eye on that. That would be a wonderful setup, honestly, because it keeps going up, breaking down pivots, pulling back. It's done it 3 times now. It did it here, back down into these lines, and then it did it here, these, and then back down to here. Now here, so where hopefully it comes back to something we could look at as support before we get too close to the open. Then you could take a long. Of course, the 1 minute gold line is a potential there too, but I'm not going to do that in the pre-market. I'm going to be right back, guys. Give me just a minute. All right.
Doug C.
Oh, man. I guess that 1 minute gold line did hold in the ES. Still no money in it. Yeah, still no money in it. Did my phone ring? Yes, it did. Did my phone ring? I thought I heard it ring. Yeah, my phone rang. Jesus. Dude. Another customer want me to build my house. That's what that calls about. Jesus Christ. All right, let's see here. All right, so let's get oil out here. Hold on here. Let's get oil out here. Let's get oil out here. Okay, here's oil. So here's oil. Oh boy, I didn't even turn on my chart yet. I'm gonna go see if we come straight out of the box. Stop. I got stuff everywhere. Not looking very promising here. I see gold is finally rolling up. That's good. That's a good sign there. Gold got down below $4,000. I'm going to close that. Gold, yes, yeah. See, so gold rummaged itself on this contract below 4,000. Here's our 4,000 marker right here. Interesting. I caught that. I caught $1,000 of this move, but obviously there was a lot more meat on that bone. Holy shit! There was a lot more meat on that bone. That's for damn sure. Oh man, Bob, you just freaking locked up your damn account. Here, hold on. All right. Yeah, there's a lot more meat on that bone. That's all right. $1,000 never hurt anyone. Never hurt anyone. I'll take $1,000. I'll take $1,000. The way it came out of the box when I took the trade, it came out really strong right here. So I was feeling really good. But then it got here and it just started sitting. My target was like somewhere in here, I guess, or maybe it was this candle. Let me see here. Where did we get in? 19.7. So it was this candle here finally. So I had two candles in a row where we just kind of sat there. And that's what made me nervous. So I didn't take my target and move it any further or nothing. I was just like, because it just wasn't running out of the box. It was just kind of stopped. Well, I thought they were going to curve it back up, hit the bottom of the box, and then reject. So I was nervous they were going to roll it up on me the whole time that it was going down. Because I mean, shit, but when they got to like this candle forming, I mean, this is like $700, $800 right here. Like shit, you don't want to see $800 disappear just because you want to be a pig trying to get more out of the trade than they're going to give you. All right, so oil is being pretty non-eventful right now. Hasn't even come out of the box on either side or nothing. Oh my God. Whew. Yeah, I had an 826 contract when I stopped trading on Monday or Tuesday. When my system crashed, when my power went out, I was on an 826 contract. When I reloaded today, Ninja told me to roll it to September. So I did that. I let Ninja tell me when to roll. Because like I said, they track the volume swing. And the other thing is too, for those of you that aren't really aware of this, when the contracts are in the verge of rolling over, it can get difficult to trade that instrument because there's a lot of volume that's been split, because a lot of traders are still over here trading the August one, and a lot of them are over here trading the September one, and it could get dicey on instruments like gold and oil because your slippage can get pretty bad. Oh boy. All right. Oof. Slippage can get pretty bad. I think we have some more news at 10. So we'll get, man, this is, Bob's a little frustrated right now. Why is Bob a little frustrated? Well, because the prior day low in the NQ ultimately did do what I anticipated it to do. It held, and look at it keep just running now. But I couldn't find an entry here. I mean, I guess, yeah, I mean, after the fact, looking at it, I guess right there. Damn it. This was the trigger candle. And I prefer, I could have seen this live again, because I'm assuming it went below this candle first and then came out the top of this candle right here. And that's why that son of a bitch was so big and green. Because this candle was making you lean short. So they ran it short, then ran it through. Those little manipulation things. That's why I focus a lot on inside candles. This was close to being an inside candle, but I focus a lot on inside candles, with the trade ultimately going in the contrary direction of what you were hoping, and then crossing back across that inside candle, which in essence, what this wasn't inside candle. It was inside the zone of these candles, but it wasn't quite inside, but the same concept. It went below it. Then when they came across, I mean, fuck me, look at that. And the inclination of a trader, my inclination, if I was focused on this morning, would be that we're going long. Because look at this, because this is where, the signs, everybody look for the signs. Well, this is the fucking sign right there. That's the sign. That is the sign. Deliberate cross, space, deliberate pullback. That is the sign. That is the sign that you should look for. It just got real sloppy in there. Now, I wasn't looking at it. I'll be perfectly honest. I wasn't looking at it. But I mean, now that I'm looking at it right now, it's like, son of a bitch. That was a beautiful scenario. And when you catch one of these rotations where you got a significant number, like a prior day low, you got to let that thing you got to let it eat. Let it eat. This is probably $3,000. You got to let it eat. $2,000. You got to let it eat. Anyways, I'm looking at oil. Oil has not done a damn thing. Gold is still down in la la land. It's not in any comfort zone for me to trade. It's out of all of my static lines. This is my lowest static line. The prior day low, we're way below it, and then we're also below our our created static line, which is the 15-minute bottom of the box. And then we're way stretched. Like when we were here, I talk about this a lot, so I might as well bring it up. We were way stretched from that 5-minute red line. And I've told you guys this before, I'll tell you again. The more this is your oscillator, okay? Why is there not an oscillator on the bottom of this fucking chart? Because this is your oscillator. The further you get away from that red line, the more your oscillator would be telling you that you are oversold. And therefore it's got to migrate its way back to equilibrium. All right, so oil stuck its head out of the bottom of the box. Everybody see that right there? I am literally going to take a long here if it crosses back up. I'm going to literally take a long here if it crosses back up. A nice little space here. Never did go out of the box, but we got a nice gap right here. Broke this down pivot on the up. That's why I'm looking at it. Now I'm getting a little less interested in it. I'm getting even more less interested in it. And I'm not interested in it anymore. This pull down just got way too big for me. All right, so skip that for now. Now what may happen is we may create space here, come up, test the bottom of that box, and then roll over. So I'll just keep looking at that. Hoo-wee. Did it, Jim? No, it didn't. No, it didn't. Your box is fucked up, Jim. Your box is way fucked up. But I did take a box trade earlier, right here, my friend, for $1,000. You'd have been proud of me. You'd have been proud of me. You'd have been cheering me on, my friend. I took one right here. You'd have been proud of me. You'd have been way proud of me. You'd have been jumping up and down. I don't know what update you're talking about. Oh, I don't do any updates, dude. I've told you guys that. When Ninja sends you an update, fuck that. Hell no. I don't ever update my system. When the son of a bitch works, why would I ever take their update? All they ever do is fuck shit up. Can anybody sense the saltiness in my voice when I say that? It's because I personally have lost money dealing with their stupid updates. I don't update my system until they absolutely force me. And by the time they force you, they've debugged whatever fuck ups they've created. When they start having when they start having AI do the updates, then I might pay attention. But their current coder group, fuck that. Why am I not over here? Look at that. Oof. All right, box is starting here for all the equities. I'm gonna try to be patient and see if I can find one smooth trade to talk about today, and then I'm gonna probably call it a day because I really need to get some work done and I don't feel good. And I am struggling. It's like I'm going back and forth. Now I'm not sweating. I just don't feel good. I was sweating earlier. Motherfucker, I was sweating. All right, let's see here. So let's go. I'm going to look at oil here for a minute. Oil is running down. Now, see, oil has not tested the top of the prior day open yet. Okay. See, it crossed over it. It ran into the bottom of it here, down. Hasn't done this scenario yet. So I'm going to be looking at that pretty heavily if we pull back to here for a potential long. The contenders. Yeah, the contender. Somebody sent me the beach I was at last week. Somebody sent me a video from the pier yesterday of a big freaking black tip shark swimming right along the shore from the same freaking beach I was at. Somebody sent me that yesterday. A black tip shark. I mean, the son of a bitch had to be 8 feet long. Oh, shit, I didn't take this trade. Too busy talking. There it was. I didn't take it. Yeah, somebody sent me a video of black tip shark. They were on the pier. There, I was staying probably about maybe 1,000 yards from the pier. And somebody took a video of a black tip shark swimming right along the shore by the pier from the video of the top. I mean, you could see the back fin. This one right here, that one right there, you could see that son of a bitch sticking straight out of the water, black, right on the tip. Oh my God. Scary shit, man. I've been there and seen the sharks right along the shore before. Look at that. There was the trade that I was talking about. Hopefully somebody took it. I completely screwed the pooch. There was the trade. That was the one I was talking about. And let's go back to why I was calling it out. Because we blew across and we never tested it. So now we tested it. Is it going to be enough to bust on through and get inside this box and go across? I don't know. But I mean, what you're hoping for with my strategy is to just get you in a good position to manage yourself. You're in it? Good for you, Navy. There's a beautiful setup. I mean, that you can't deliberate. And again, I can't stress enough. We never tested the top of it. They seek places to rotate from. And I tried to create a system where we can see those the predominant rotation points. And guess what's not on this chart? Fucking VWAP. Thank you. Next. When VWAP turns price like that, you guys let me know, okay? You guys let me know. You guys let me know, all right? You know why everybody teaches you VWAP? Because that's what the algos want the amateurs to focus on. Is shit like that. So they can steal your money. All right, let's see what happens here. Freaking gold is still sitting in la la land. Yeah, come on, oil. Break up inside the box for Navy guy. Break up in there. Good morning, Nikki. I hit a nice little $1,000 trade in gold this morning from the box. Navy guy's in this long right here that I called out. I just didn't take it. I was too busy to fucking run in my mouth. But this was a beautiful setup. Oh my God. Did you just took your target there, Navy guy? There you go. Good job, Navy guy. You're up quite a bit today now, or you should be. Oh yeah. I mean, I thoroughly enjoy looking at the sharks. But like, you know, when you're seeing an 8-foot blacktip shark swimming right along your shore of where I swim and my dogs swim, it can be pretty freaking daunting. I've literally seen them right there when I'm sitting on the shore. I mean, literally. Oh my, look at that. So, okay, you know, I'm running my mouth, but Navy guy made this his target right here. He's up $1,200, and then boom, there's your entry for your short, because now you're off the bottom of the box. Now I didn't take it, but the patterns are just really good in oil today. Look at that. Look at that. As freaking, I mean, like you know the ping pong spots, man. Yeah, that's what happened to me. Get busy. I hit gold for $1,000, and I'm kind of like you know, settled now. I don't want to give you know any of it back or any of that. I'm only up $800 because I did get clipped for $200, but I'm up $805. But I feel pretty good with that. So I'm going to be very cautious if I even do take anything. But I don't mind pointing out the things I see. I told you guys right in here, this goes to here because it had not tested it. Look for it to go back up. And then a Navy guy did right to there. And then there it goes back down. I mean, these are the rotation points. And it goes back to what I talked about. The algos know the spots they want to go. And the only way they make money is pushing price like that, because, you know, right now, currently, we are 20 cents below yesterday's close. Nobody makes any money with that. Woohoo, $200. No, they need to manipulate it to points. And I can tell you this morning showed me they were doing it very well, because we crossed over, hit the prior day close, boom, right back to the pivot. Came back, did it again, back to the pivot. I mean, they were showing me early this morning, before the market even opened, the oil market, that they were following their points of interest. And that's why I tell people, look to the left and see if the areas that you would have traded are being respected. And if that's the case, then look for that to happen to the right going forward. Very good indication. is exactly what happened here prior to oil even opening. Bing, bing, and then wink, bing, bing. Come on, man. They're just pogoing the spots that I've taught you guys. Patriot's probably up a fucking ton of money right now. Patriot, how much money are you up? Patriot's probably up a bunch of money. Because there it is again. And yet, oh my God, look at that. I mean, it's literally respecting every static line that I've taught you guys. There, and then back down to there. Come on, guys. All you got to do is just follow the patterns. Now you guys see why I get excited. Some people say, "Oh, he jumps up and down and yells and shit on his videos." Well, because this is fucking exciting. If you can recognize where price points pivot, you can basically treat the futures market as your ATM. That's it. You can basically use the futures market as your ATM. And I think every person in here watching this video, that's what their ultimate goal is, regardless of what your objective is in that. For us older guys, hey, I made $800. I'm fucking good. You know what I mean? Some of you younger guys, I'd like to make more than that. Okay, fine. But I mean, $800 is, shit, I did it in 2 trades. It took me 2 trades to get my $800. Boom. Now I could have made, following the oil stuff, I could have made at least another $500, but that's okay. There you go. There you go, Navy guy. I didn't even look at the charts yesterday. I didn't even look at the charts yesterday. I didn't even have my computer on. I never rebooted anything after my power went out Tuesday. My power was out like 3 hours. Well, yeah, Patch, I was talking about that earlier today, Patch. I was talking about that earlier. And listen, Patch, it's an evolutionary thing. I was extremely guilty of that myself, but for the longest time. But once I started like identifying, wait, where are they really going? That's when everything changed. Where are they really going? Like when they rotated oil from here, where were they going? They were going to here. I mean, you know that now. Okay. When they were going from here, where were they going? They were going to here. You know that. I mean, you just know those things. So you got to let those things happen. And that's when you'll start booking some, good 3-to-1, 4-to-1, 5-to-1 trades. It's when you take a trade out into no man's land, like what happened to me with gold today. The trade I took in gold, I was taking it into no man's land. First thing I had to be concerned with is, were we going to go through the current day low? Well, we blew right through it. So I was like, okay. You know what I mean? Because it could, obviously go right to that low and then just reverse right back. So I was very cautious to here, but it kept it. You can see it just blew through. So then I left my target down here and then I just followed my candles. But I mean, and then I book $1,000 and now I don't have to stress. You know what I mean? Now I don't have to stress. I think the way you just said that unlocked something in my brain. Yeah, Patch. Yeah. I mean, just look at the targets. And you know, Jim, who's in here, Jim Racine, who's in here, he said something very interesting to me 2 days ago after my power went out and stuff. And it was out for like 2-3 hours, whatever. I called him up. I think I called him. Yeah, I called him just to check on him, see how the market was, whatever. And one of the and the thing that he said to me was, he says, you know, Bob, one of the things that's changed my trading, meaning him, and he's very successful at this. Okay, just so you guys, I mean, much more successful at doing this than I am. He said, is understanding what you meant when you said you manage the trade from the bottom up. And what he was talking about was longs. So like this, like say we're in here. I manage the trade from here up. Then I put myself in a comfortable position with my stop. Then I manage my target. So once you start feeling the comfort that, okay, I'm in a position where I'm not going to get my ass kicked on this trade, it makes it much easier to then go and find your target and put it to where you perceive it's going to go, like from here to here. But you manage your stop first, not your target. Manage your stop first, then manage your target. So that's why my targets are way out. Like on gold, my target automatically goes out there at $1,000. Does that mean I'm looking necessarily for $1,000 on the trade? No, it doesn't mean I'm necessarily looking for $1,000. But I want it out of the way, and I manage my stop. Then I manage my target. Because this trade that I was in gold was into no man's land. There's no static line below me. There's no nothing. I just left the $1,000. And then managed my stop all the way to that $1,000. Well, and you got in patch, you've got to start. That's the most important thing. The entries are, you know, knowing where the entries are is extremely important. Knowing where the targets are will make it much more profitable for you in the long run because you're capitalizing greater when your entry point was correct. It also stops me from taking certain trades as an to kind of continue. It stops me from taking certain trades because before I push the button to, you know, put an order on my screen or something, I glance. Where would my target be if I'm in here? And if I don't see a decent amount of space, I just don't even take the trade. I just, you know, I don't want to be in a trade where my rotation pivot that I'm going to go to or my static line or whatever is in my face. Because I'm thinking about both. And then once I enter, I'm managing the stop first, then I manage the target. Good job, Patriot. Yeah, tech review. I'm sorry. Yeah, I did. Well, I did it in detail earlier. So if you just give me a minute, I can go through it again. Just give me a minute. I did do it in detail earlier. Fucking oil has been just beautiful today. Oil has just printed. Patriot, oil is just printing money today, man. Oh my God, Jim. Yeah. Oh my God. Look at the ES. What the fuck were you thinking, Bob? No problem, Tech Review. I mean, I don't mind going over it again. I just want to make sure, because since we're at the open, I just want to make sure I'm not going to miss something. Like right here is a potential. Jim, your bottom of the box in the NQ rejection right there, buddy, right there. If it rejects right here, because you created your space right here, came out of the box, created your space. I think it's going to roll up, create space. That's what I think it's going to do. I think it's going to roll up, create space, and go long, just because of what I'm looking at with the RTY and the ES. But I cannot let it reject from the bottom of this box without me at least being prepared for it if it does do it. Look at the ES. Look at that. That dirty dog did an inside candle right on the bottom of the box. And then look at that. That sucker's probably going to cross the box. It's right at the prior day open, so it's got resistance. I'm killing that. Yeah, Patriot, exactly. I think it was Patriot. I think it was, what's today? Thursday? I think it was Tuesday. You were banging it out too. Oh fuck! Is this the? Oh my God! Is it going to do it? See, I didn't take it, but it might do it now. It might do it. Are you in Indianapolis, Nadine? This candle right here, closed, body and all, above that freaking box. Insane. All right, the RTY, for those of you RTY traders that are out there, we just had a new high right here. See that? Footprints in the sand. Okay. They tested the prior day close, ran it up to here. Might do the overnight open now and run it up through here. So I'm going to pay attention to that. Okay. You know how they like to do it in steps: 1, 2, and then 3. And the footprint in the sand, that finger right there through the high. The YM's not agreeing with it, but I'm going to still sit here and think about it. The YM is not agreeing with this trade, just for clarification purposes. Come on. Now let's go. Let's go. 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 My target is just about at the top, so I'm probably going to just leave that there. Go. Go. There you go. Now go. Ah. I'm out. I'm out. I lost $100, I think. $110. The YM is not agreeing with. I can't drag them all down at the same time. This trade's probably still going to go. I should have defended the bottom of the candle. Yep. I should have defended the bottom of the candle, not in the candle. Problem is my ATM kicked me up to even and I had to grab it and move it. Let's see if we get a W pattern. Might get a W pattern. I might be able to, might get a W pattern. I'd like it to come right back down to here and then blow out the top. Oh, I'm going to Yellowstone next month, Nadine. I'm going to Yellowstone like mid-August, I think it is. I'm going to the Grand Tetons. I'm going to Yellowstone. I'm going to Glacier National Park. Yeah, like I have time to do all those things. But I am doing it next month. Or I'm supposed to be. $10 coming. Oh, yeah, you're right. You're right. You're right, Fish Atlantic. Thank you. Thank you, Fish Atlantic. Yeah, I'm flying to Jackson Hole, Wyoming, and then heading to the Grand Tetons first. Then I'm heading up to Yellowstone. Then I'm heading up to Glacier, and I'm flying out of somewhere up there, back home. I'll be in your neighborhood. Funny part is I lived in Colorado for like 8 years or so, and I never went to those places. Of course, there's so much to see in Colorado, it's hard to ever leave the state. I mean, God dang. Frustrating. This is probably going to work, Fish Atlantic. Probably going to work. Look at that, how they came down and did a double tap. Then, boom. The news is in just a couple seconds here. 10 seconds for the news. But I wouldn't be surprised if the news, it just blows right up to there. We'll see. We'll see. Here's the news. Blow right up to there. Blow right up to there. Go ahead, because I'm not in it, you piece of shit. There you go. Yeah. Yeah, there's your money. Okay. Yeah. Look at that. It W patterned us. So go back to, like, if I defended my pivot from the moment I was in, I would have made the money. But it's like, so I allow myself, if we don't blow way away, to only lose like $100 like I did. And if it runs back up, to re-enter. The only reason I didn't re-enter is because Fish Atlantic reminded me we had news in just a couple seconds, or a minute. But the pattern worked. Just didn't work with me in it because, I didn't allow myself to manage it properly. It's kind of crazy because the RTY is up at its prior day high. That's where it's at. It's at its prior day high, and everybody else is kind of, not in the same boat. I mean, hell, the freaking NQ is below the prior day low. Yeah, the RTY had a good setup. I just didn't make the money. The frustrating part, Fish Atlantic, is, like you said, news at 10, and I get it, because you don't want to necessarily trade in news, but it's just so comical how many times, if you're in a trade already, the news just makes it go to the target faster. It's just mind-boggling how many times that happens. And this right here was the footprint in the sand. That tick above the pullback. That was your confirmation that they were doing this. See this, guys, notice something? All my analogies are beach related. Sharks, footprints in the sand. You know what's interesting about that is, if you learn how to trade, you can just go live in the beach. Yeah, here's the problem with Cosmo. Now, I get that. Well, it's a $5 instrument, Fish Atlantic, and I wasn't going to leave my stop out there. But it wasn't major news. Like, I'm certainly not the freaking 8:30 news that happened, with CPI and all that bullshit. Cosmo. So the answer I'm going to give is probably not the one you want to hear, because I'm going to give you the conservative answer. The conservative answer is this. These instruments I have in front of me, these are the ones that drive the micros. And so if this line right here is my rotation point in the NQ to the downside, this line right here, but on your micros chart, it's up here. You may not know, why did the damn thing roll over? Well, I mean, it rolled over because the actual instrument rolled over. That's just my thought off the top of my head. That's the problem with static lines. The micros are not going to direct the minis. The minis are going to direct the micros. That's the point that I'm making. No, you're correct, Fish Atlantic. Anyways, by the way, just to reaffirm, no, you're correct. Got to maintain your discipline. That's more important at the end of the day. It just kills me how many times I'll see, you got like red level news, you got like orange level news, you got like yellow level news. And, it's so common that yellow and that orange level type news will just drive you to your freaking target. The red level news does retarded stuff. Real retarded stuff. But anyways, I'm all right. I don't care that I care. I would like to have made the money, but I'm not losing any sleep over it. Certainly not going to lose any sleep over it. So oil, I keep going back to oil because it's just rinse, washing, and repeating over here. Oil has a potential setup for a long here off the prior day open. See, we blew across. Here we are. Da 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 da. So I'm going to put an order right there. We had an inside candle right there, right here. I'd love to see it go below that and then back up. That's what I'd really like to see. There it is. It's below it. Now go back up. Now go back up. Come on, baby. Now go back up. Come on. We all want to see that. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Yeah. Now go. Now go. Now go. Now go. Come on, oil. Wow. Really? There ain't much room in this either. Come on, oil, go. Come on. It's gone through both sides of this candle and then just sat there. What the hell are you talking about? There you go. Come on. All right, let's go. Come on. Let's go. Come on. Keep going. Keep going. There you go. Keep going. 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 There you go. Come on. Get through that freaking 9 EMA. I don't give a shit about that 9 EMA. You shouldn't either. Go, baby, go. Come on, just run. Come on. Come on. Come on. There you go. Now let's go. There you go. Now let's go. There you go. There you go, Captain Courageous. There you go, Captain Courageous. Yeah, I saw that, Thomas. I totally agree with you 100%. Totally agree with you 100%, my friend. I saw the same thing and I thought the same thing. It never gave a conservative pattern. I call that a conservative pattern instead of just buying it because it came back into the box. It never gave one. Come on, Will. What the hell are you doing to me? Come on, just keep going. What the frick? Keep going. Well, I'm kind of done watching that. We'll leave it over here to marinate. Oh, it's going to target now. All right. Yeah, it's going to go to target. I'm more interested in what's going on over here. Look at that ES. Holy crap. Holy crap. By the way, oil is going to my target. Yep. Go ahead, oil. Keep going. Keep going. Oil has just been so steady Eddie today. It's crazy. Just beautiful. Just pattern trading. Just pattern trading. I'm really not doing too good today. Really not doing too good today. Thoughts on the 1005 gold line long and RTY? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Now, did it freaking work? Oh, yeah, it worked like a freaking charm. Problem is, here's the prior day high that you were about ready to run right into. I mean, come on, man. I mean, I'm not taking a trade into the prior day high. I'm just not doing that. All right, so I got my loss back. Where did I lose money? Somebody want to remind me? Oh, RTY, yeah. I got my loss back in gold. I mean, in oil. Sorry, Jesus. Got my loss back in oil. Got my RTY loss back in oil. Yeah. Jesus. Can't even keep my freaking thoughts straight. Whew, man. Where's my towel? Whew. All right, let's see here. All right, so just FYI for those of you out there that really want something that might make you some good money, this needs to come right back to here. This is your YM. Needs to come right back to here. Come on, keep going, baby. Just a little bit more. And then you might have a wonderful cross the box setup. I just don't know if it's going to get there because of all those freaking moving average lines. God dang it. This may do the same thing the ES did, Thomas, which is just almost do the setup and then not actually get there. It's what the ES did. Let's keep looking. I really want it to come here on its pullback. See, we broke this down pivot right here. See this down pivot right here? Major down pivot right there. We broke it. Footprint in the sand right there. So now this is the support area. And if we can catch it, it's a potential cross the box trade in the YM. And the YM is the one I've told you guys this many times, but of the equity instruments, that's the one that has just seemed to be the most consistent lately on crossing the box. This big candle ain't helping me right here. I'm going to keep paying attention though. Also over here on the RTY, don't forget to look for a test of the prior day high, potential long. This YM trade is collapsing on me. It isn't working. What sucks is I don't have a point of interest for what caused that rotation right there. I don't have one. I just don't have one. So I'm a little perplexed as to what's going on here. So if my patterns don't make sense, I tend to stop looking at the instrument. If my patterns don't make sense, they're not making sense, then I can't make the market make me money. You guys have heard me say that before. I can't make the market make me money. No, now it closed the gap there. Hold on, let's go back up here. Interesting. Now it's closed this gap right here from the bottom of this candle to here, which is the prior day close. Could they possibly be? See, we're still north of this pivot right here. See that? The bottom is still north of this pivot right here. They may have just run it down to test the prior day close to run long. It's confusing because this is higher than here. This is lower than here. So inclination wise, long is the play, but I don't I'm really holding on by fingernails for that long to actually work. And it doesn't look like it's gonna. All right, the RTY is hitting the prior day high. For those of you looking at that, the RTY is just about to hit the prior day high. So that's a good potential rotation point long in the RTY. Potential. I really wish I had made my money in the RTY earlier that I was fucking sitting there waiting for. Damn it. All right, hold on here. Let me get this out of the way for a second. Oh, shit. Get that out of the way. Okay. Well, this is starting to crash. Fuck. I don't know, man. Yeah, it looked like it was going to do that, Blue, and then it just gave it up. It's like I'm losing confidence in what's going on right now. There just doesn't seem to be much volume. There's the trade. I didn't take it. There's the trade that I talked about. That's the trade I talked about right there. Let's just see if it works. Yeah, it'll probably work because I'm not in it. Matter of fact, you can just about go spend the money already, because since I'm not in it, it'll work. I'm gonna see if I can get. I'm gonna wait for. I'm gonna see if I get a W pattern on this. I don't like the fact. So let's just talk about this. I don't like the fact that we're contradicting the YM right now in this RTY. This YM is not showing signs it wants to go long for some frickin' reason. Which is going to make this hard to go long. I think this is going to be short. Yep. Fuck. Because there's the short right here. Here's the short in the YM off the prior day close. If it happens. Once again, we didn't break a pivot low here. It's like, see, so we're getting conflicting data. See this? See that? It's like nothing's punching me in the head going, here's a trade. Literally nothing. Let me check this. Let me check these data here. Oh, home builder confidence is down. Huh. That's exciting. All right, let's see here. Just nothing's standing out right now, guys. These rotations are small. They're not breaking pivots. This is still the pivot that was broken here. Not this higher one, but there's definitely a pivot right there. And then this is the rotation up. We didn't break it here. It's like we're just sitting in consolidation. It's almost like, hey, are they sitting around waiting for war news? Maybe they're sitting around waiting for war news. It just fucking dawned on me. Are we going to get one of those war news spikes here in about freaking 3 minutes? You know what you guys know what I'm talking about. It's kind of acting like that's what's going to happen here. Like we're going to get one of these, random, we decided to blow up another boat in the Strait of Hormuz or something like that. It's almost like the market's acting like that right now. Is anybody picking up on what I'm talking about? I almost feel like that's what's going on, because we're not expanding one way or the other. We're just we keep freaking compressing in on the YM, and the ES has gone to sleep. See that? The ES has just gone to sleep. Those are the two big instruments, two volume instruments, and they're sitting like still. So oil's today, Atlantic? Is it today? Oil inventory? All right. I made a little money in oil today, Patriot. You should be proud of me. I should have made a lot more. Holy shit. Oil turned out to be the most consistent instrument of the day so far. Yeah, I mean, see this right here? This is what I'm talking about right here. So it's almost like they're sitting around waiting for some kind of press conference or something. This is very stale for 10:15 in the morning. That freaking YM. See, this is what I was talking about. It's showing signs that it's going long because this pivot here never broke this pivot. This pivot here broke this pivot. So it's showing signs it wants to go long, but it's not doing it from any place that I can take a trade from. Oh, Farfig Nugan. Oh my gosh. Well, that red line's trying to hold over there in the NQ. But damn, look at that YM. Shit. All right. Whoa. All right. We may be moving again here soon. Somebody start moving. All right, let me blow this up. Let me blow this up. Okay, so like on the YM here, I keep going back to the YM because I'm waiting for it to make me money. Okay, I want this thing to make me money. So it came up here and broke this pivot again, footprints in the sand. So now I need it to come back to a recognizable support spot and let me catch along. That's what I need it to do. It's got a higher pivot low and it's got a higher pivot high. So we need it to find support and rotate. Yeah, I saw that inside bar. Yeah. Come on, YM. There you go. All right. I'm trying to focus on all these screens at the same time. Fucking oil again. You oil. I'm telling you, man, you could draw a map with oil. You could literally draw a map with oil. Prior day close, bam. You could draw a map with it. See here, they tested the bottom of the box. When they rotate back up, now they need to do the prior day close. It's stair steps. They're stair stepping it. Fucking ridiculous, man. Beautiful. Just beautiful. Just beautiful. All the way back to the overnight open. Jesus. Oil has been, yeah, Patriot. There you go. Patriot's probably banking it today. Jesus. Patriot's probably banking it today. Unbelievable. And you had an inside candle on that trade too, Patriot. Yeah, nice trade. Come on, guys, freaking move. Somebody freaking move. Even with these patterns that are working, it's like pulling teeth, watching them happen. Everybody knows how impatient of a trader I am. I cannot freaking stand trading like this. All right, I'm looking at, I can't believe I'm going to do this. So this thing's in the way. See this right here? That's my rotation down. We broke it here. It's kind of hard to see with that fucking thing in the way. See, we broke it here and we rotated back to the prior day high. So I'm going to see if I can get a rotation long. I'd prefer an inside candle right here, or even a little further pullback, and then a rotation down. That would be nice. Just don't break that pivot right there. Fucking YM, I swear. Excuse my language. I'm just so frustrating. When it does what I tell you it's going to do, but I can't find a point of interest to get in. It did it. See, because it broke this pivot here. It was going to come down. If it doesn't break this one to the downside, it's going to rotate up and go through that pivot there. There's just no place for me to enter. All right, I'm killing my RTY attempted trade. I killed it. So frustrating. So frustrating. So frustrating. I hope you guys understand what I mean. This is when I'm explaining what I'm explaining here and how I don't have a point of interest to rotate from. Why in my mind we were going long, deliberate pullback, but I don't have a point of interest to rotate from to go back up to here. The price action is still working, meaning the pattern rotations of the pivots are still working as you should anticipate. Just I'm not getting rotation spots to give me a place to enter and defend with a reasonable target to make me money. Is everybody getting that? Is everybody kind of getting what I'm saying? It's not about pushing buttons. I can tell you that. It's not about pushing buttons. It's about pushing buttons when you know when you see what it is you want to see. When it's showing you what it is you need to know. but it is very lethargic today. I mean, take ES here. This was our consolidation box. We came out of it. Now, I want to point out simple things to you guys, okay? So we come out of that consolidation box. Notice they came back and tested. Let's just extend this line for fun. I want to show you guys simple things, okay? Right there. Look at that. That was the top of this little consolidation box. When they rotated out of it, they came right back and tested the top of it. That's not by accident. You can literally take consolidation boxes and have those created on your charts and trade those. You don't trade the breakout, you trade the retest. But anyways, but even with all that, there's like no money here. There's no follow through. Yes, kryptonite. Yes. Yes. Absolutely. I mean, so for example, and I talked about it earlier, just take oil, for example. This is pre-market for oil because oil's market opens here. Here's your prior day close. Bam. Here's your prior day close. Bam. Right back to the places that you should have expected. The crossover blew through the daily high, came back to your prior day close. Bam. There's $500. Back down. Boom. There's another $500. That's $1,000 and you're done. You're done. Why trade more? Yeah, it's just the problem. Yeah, the problem, Nikki, is they're gonna blow it out and then they're gonna bring it back because that's what the algos do. They know that the amateurs chased the run, so they bring it back and clean them out, and then they go. You got to remember the algos know what you're doing as an amateur, and the way to make money is to steal yours. So you got to remember this is a how do I say it? This is a zero sum game. So if I make $750 today, somebody had to lose $750. So the way to do that is to continue manipulating the rotations. They have to steal the money from somebody. And that's why I call what I do trading with the sharks, because I'm looking for the movements that the guys who are stealing everybody else's money are doing, so that I can be with them. I do not want to be in front of this guy's mouth. I want to be right along his back. And let me tell you something. It took me probably, to be perfectly honest with you, it took me 10 years of failure in trading to recognize, holy shit. Seriously, 10 years of failure in trading before I recognized, wait a second, why am I doing X? I need to just wait until they show me here, footprint in the sand, deliberateness to the mid band, and then back up through the top of the box till they show me this stuff. I'll be right back, okay? I mean, there's an example right there in the NQ. Now, I didn't take the trade, but I'm just pointing it out. When you get the sequence of red candles, look where they came from, look where they're going, and recognize that they're stealing people's money and then they're going to drive it the other way. All right, Patriot. Patriot, what are you doing, man? You're just stealing everybody's money. Patriots over there stealing everybody's money in the oil market. All right. I'm so you snipe your entries on the 1 minute and trail the 5 minute. Well, Patch, one of the, I'm gonna kind of think I'm going along or understanding what you're saying. You know, you gotta. I say this to you guys. You know, pick an instrument and trade it, but understand that it has a personality, and each one of them has a bit of a different personality. So, like gold certainly has more follow through when it's running than, say, the YM or the ES. But so, like, some of you guys have seen this before. I've talked about this, so I'm going to try to explain it. Today I don't really have any examples of it because the volume's so low. But when I'm in a trade, like a rotation right here, and it just runs, okay? I mean, it just runs. It doesn't migrate its way up, but it runs. I consider it I have a tendency to get more nervous with that scenario, even though I'm making profit, because you're getting a flush. And then, like you said, it has a tendency to roll back. I prefer the candles that walk their way towards my target in general, unless it's going to flush to my target. And so, because of kind of what you're saying, if there's a stack of stop losses right here from people that did a FOMA trade and they get cleaned out, then the momentum to keep them going is gone because they just reversed their way out. They bought their way out of the trade. And then all of a sudden you got dead space. So that's where it tends to roll back down and reset. So I flush, if price flushes, I will have a tendency to close out my trade and just take what I get. If it walks its way to my target because it keeps resetting, then I will, that's when I tend to let it get a bigger target. And then what I'll do is I'll follow the pivots with my stop. You know what I mean? This is not a good example because we're not really getting any movement today, but you know what I'm saying. Yeah, I made my money in gold today, Ian. Jim made his money in the NQ. I didn't make it. I haven't even taken an NQ trade today. I made a little bit of money in oil. I lost a little bit of money in the RTY. There's just not any movement. There's just nothing I can hang my hat on. I mean, this is a red line here. This is a red line here. which may cross the box. I mean, I guess. I mean, I don't know. I mean, I don't know. I mean, it was after 10:30. I guess I could have been taking that. I don't know. I'm kind of lacking confidence right now because I don't in not that the patterns aren't working, but the follow through on the patterns. I don't know that I'm getting my risk to reward that I want. You know, oil was obviously the beast of the day. Freaking ping, 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 ping. Holy shit. Oil was beautiful today. Gold screwed me. You know, gold has a tendency to do the same thing oil did, but the problem is gold came out of the box and then it was through the prior day low. So there's nothing to trade. We're out in space. So gold kind of once I caught that big gold trade to the downside, that was it. I haven't been able to, you know, work my way into anything since. Yeah, it might. Patch, you're correct. It's also broken all the pivots to the left, which is a good sign. So Patch is talking about potential mid-band in the YM. So what you got here is, see all these pivots here? We broke them with this very deliberate run up. That's what you want to see. You want to see deliberate, and then you want to see deliberate. So it's very possible this thing might go long and cross the box. Now it's sitting on the mid band. It's also sitting on the 1 minute gold line. It's a little late for a 1 minute gold line trade, but it is helping the situation. The whole thing is lethargic. All right, we'll see. I'm willing to give it a try. I'm probably gonna freaking regret it, but come on, YM. I'm probably gonna regret it, but here I am. I'm in it. I'm in it to win it, folks. So first thing I want to do, I got slippage on one of my entries because my target's off. All right, come on, baby, go. Come on. There you go. All right. Let's go. Let's go. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to move my target to here in case I can get something going. Come on. Oh, shit. Stop. Go. Just keep going. I shouldn't be there. I shouldn't have my stop this high up already. But I'm gonna, just because fuck it. It either goes or it doesn't. That's my mentality today. It either goes or it doesn't. Come on, go. Come on. Come on, YM. There you go. Come on. Out of the box. Let's go. See, the YM had a nice thrust here. So I just needed to thrust again across the box. Come on, do it. I don't have any major down pivots to worry about. Just needed to go. Just got to make the donuts now. Come on, go. God dang it. Footprint in the sand. Go. Oh man, come on, go. I see what it did is it stopped right there. That is not, went through by a tick. That is not a good sign. That is not a good sign. Okay, there we go. Come on. I'm asking a lot of it, to be honest. To be honest with everybody, I'm asking a lot of it based on the movement that we're having right now. Come on. Come on, baby. Go. Come on. Damn it. Go. Man, I do not think it's going to make it. Not in one run. I just don't think it's going to. I can't imagine it's going to have that much energy. Its intent should be to cross the box, but I don't know that it's going to have the energy to do that with today's freaking price action. I mean, we're just like sitting in mud. Come on, YM. Be my baby. Come on, be my girl. Be my girl. Go. Come on. We just keep going through by a tick, man. Here was a tick, roll down. Here was a tick, roll down. We are going through the top of the candle to our left by a fucking tick and then rolling over. Come on, go. Fucking go. There you go. Come on. I know where you want to go. Come on, go. I'm not. I'm gonna close it out. If it doesn't run, I'm gonna close it out. Come on, run. Oh my God. Are you gonna do it? Come on, you got one leg left. One big leg left. One big leg. One big leg. Come on, one big leg. One big leg. Buyers, come on. One big leg. There you go. One big leg. Go. Come on. One big leg. Come on. Come on. Come on, baby. Come on. One big leg. One big leg. All right. Well, I'm good. I've got $1,125. $1,125. See, and this is what I'm afraid of. We're gonna run out of gas. See, it's running out of gas. This is where it wants to go. And on normal trading, it should run there pretty quickly. I mean, this whole rotation from here to here should have been like no problem, but there's just no follow through. Anyways, I'm gonna stop the stream so I can get some work done. My P&L was 1125. Predominant bulk of it was the gold trade I took this morning. I did. That's where it was. I lost $200 in gold, and then I made $1,000. I knew the numbers weren't adding up to me somehow. So I'm thinking, where did I lose some money? Because I wasn't up, more money from the math I was doing. I lost $200 trying to cross the box in gold, and then I made $1,000 on the short. Yeah, that's it. And then I had, a little oil trade and a little loss in RTY. And then the YM here, that trade was probably about 380 or so. Nothing major. Anyways, I'm I'm going to call it a day. Unfortunately, this thing ran out of gas and I ran out of patience. I mean, the intent of this is to go to here. All of you should know that by now. The intent of this is to go to here. But, this is fucking July 16th. I mean, I'll be honest with you, I'm surprised I'm trading. I'm surprised I'm trading. Oh, yeah, Fish Atlantic. Yeah. I mean, I don't know all the years in my head, but I know it was a lot of years. Number one thing I also know is I was doing it without prop firms and just pissing money out the window. Real money. And that's why I know a lot of you guys come in here and you like to piss and moan about prop firms and caps of how much you can make. Yeah. Thank you, Tech Review. Thank you. Yeah. Hey, listen, you guys remember a year and a half ago, I used to be like, okay, guys, I'm going to sit here and I'm going to make $1,000 this week. Now I sit down and go, okay, hope to make $1,000 today. But anyways, the prop firms have rules. I get all that. But what you don't understand is when you blow up a $3,000 balance or whatever, it's not $3,000 to you. It was $50 or whatever. And that, by the way, shit, here's a red line trade in gold. This is what I was waiting for, and I didn't take it. So see how we footprints in the sand, we went through this top here, but when it came back here, I'm not taking this because let's just talk about this while we're sitting here. I don't like taking red line trades long when the market's going, when the red line's going down. If you'll notice, there was no clean entry here. There's a break, didn't work. There's another break there. But when the head turns around and you've broken all those pivots, you can't get more deliberate than this to this. Back to there. That is beautiful. That is a beautiful gold setup right there. Absolutely gorgeous red line trade. And the key is, for me, this is for me, is to patiently wait for whatever the hell's going on here until this head swings up. And now it's pushing your price. Does that make sense? Anyways, I'm going to let everybody go. I will talk to you guys later. I feel better physically. Just and I didn't throw up during the stream either. That's what my fear was. My fear was I was going to throw up during the stream because that's what I did all day yesterday. Everybody have a good day. Talk to you guys later. Patriot, congratulations, my friend. Congratulations, Patriot. You are just you are a hero of mine, my friend. You are a hero of mine. Thank you, David. Everybody have a good day. I will throw it up at my age. Well, what does that mean, David? Throwing up at my age. Anyways, I will see you guys later. And, don't give back the money you've made and wait for the freaking setups like this one. How can you get any prettier than that? Now, this red line, I'll be honest with you, I wouldn't have taken it because I was more thinking it was going to come to here. But this, And somebody called this one out, by the way, in the live stream. Somebody called this setup out. But I mean, God, you can't get any prettier. You broke all these down pivots. Boom, boom. I mean, God dang. Somebody called that one out. I don't remember who it was. But anyways, and like I said, the intent of this one is to go to here. And you see they're fighting to do that. Everybody have a good day. Talk to you later. Patch called it out. Excellent, Patch. Patch can stay in the room. Patch made me $380 today. Talk to you guys later. Bye.